Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase channel. My name is Joey, and today I'm going to be going over 13 fun facts about the KotLC series that you probably don't know. I have dug up 13 fun facts about the KotLC series that I will be very surprised if you guys know. Some of these do come from Stellarlune, some of these come from Shannon Messenger's interviews, and a lot of these are never before seen. If you're excited to hear all these fun facts, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are so close to 15,000. That's a crazy milestone, so just help us out. And when you're done watching, make sure to comment down below which ones you knew and which ones you didn't know, or what you're surprised at. And without further ado, let's get straight into these fun facts. So the first fact, this may surprise you guys when you hear this, but Stellarlune is actually the first book where Sophie does not visit Elwyn in the healing center at all. It seems so crazy to think that Sophie is finally maturing and getting older and getting stronger that she didn't have to visit Elwyn in the healing center. We all know that she's infamous for visiting it. I think we actually did a video counting all the times, and I think it was like from book 1 to like flashback, she visited him like 27 times. So you can definitely see her growth just from that. Number 2, there's actually a secret ability that has only been mentioned once. Have you guys ever heard of a fluctuator? I was doing research for this video and I found a secret ability that is only mentioned once by Mr. Forkle, and this ability just is unknown after that book. I think it was in like Never Seen or something. He describes a fluctuator as something who can change the density of other objects, but then this ability is never mentioned again. There's no elf with this ability, and if you look in Unlocked, there is nothing in that ability section. So I really have no idea where this went, and Shannon just forget about it. I really don't know. Number 3, Stellarlune is actually the shortest KotLC book since Lodestar. So we have to go all the way back to book 5 to find a KotLC book that is shorter than Stellarlune is. So I don't know if this means that Shannon is like concising her book somehow. I actually think they changed the print, so the print is a little bit smaller and the pages are a little bit bigger, so that may have something to do with it. But I think it's just funny how like Flashback was like almost 900 pages. Legacy was like, I don't even remember, like almost 902 or 9, I don't even remember. So hopefully she still goes down this route. I didn't think Stellarlune was that long. I think it was a pretty good length, so we could just stay right there. Number 4, Shannon actually answered a plot hole that fans have been wondering about for years. In Stellarlune, she explained that the time zones are synced between places in the Lost Cities, but she didn't even explain how. She just said that they're all on the same time zone. I assume they have some sort of way to control the weather and the time of day. I have no clue how they would do that, but apparently elves can do that. Number 5, Stellarlune contains a lot of typos. So it seems like Shannon's editor was working in overtime. She didn't catch all of them. And most famously, the Edwin typo. Everybody noticed that Elwyn is called Edwin and everyone was like, who's Edwin? But there's a couple other typos that you might notice. Moving on to number 6, this one might blow you guys' mind, so just get ready. There are people starting to read the books now that were not even alive. They were not born when this series first started. This series is 11 years old, which means that there are 11-year-olds that I would assume read this book. I guess I just never wrap my head around that it's that old. You know that meme where they say like, oh, I started this book in elementary school and now I'm in college. Well, guess what? Austin and Troy are going to college next year and they started reading this in elementary school. So it's been so long, it's crazy. Number 7, the series wasn't supposed to have a love triangle, and Shannon Messenger said that she doesn't like it and that she fears the day that she will have to solve it. But guess what? It's here. She solved it. I wonder what was going through her head when she wrote that scene, chapter 42. We all know it. I just wonder how she felt, because she said that she's Team Sophie, and so whatever she does, it's Sophie's decision. So yeah, moving on to number 8. Shannon Messenger said that she would pick empathy over telepathy, but this is strictly the abilities, and she made it clear that she's not picking Keefe over Fitz. But I still find it funny. I honestly probably would choose telepathy. Everybody wants to have that ability. Yeah, I would rather be a telepath, but that's what Shannon would be. Number 8, and this one is really weird, and I didn't really realize it, but Shannon Messenger and her team picks what scene is on the cover before she ever even writes the book. Just like, let that sink in for a moment. Before the book is ever written, the artist already has the cover made. That's just so funny to me, and that shows how behind Shannon is on her deadlines, that she has to make sure that the scene is on the cover is actually in the book. What if they had the whole cover done and then Shannon was just like, oh, that's not in the book anymore. And number 10, adding on to the last one, there have been times where Shannon Messenger actually changed the scene in the book based off of something that the artist like drew into the cover after she saw the cover. So I'm assuming like Shannon saw something in the cover that she thought was like cooler or better, and she actually wrote it into the book. So it's funny how like the artist influences the book sometimes. I'm also curious like which cover this was. Maybe it was like Never Seen or like Flashback, or maybe I don't know. Number 11. Now this one is funny. So we all know that like Ritz Savory Cracker sounds identical. It rhymes with Fitz Vacker. And Shannon was asked about this in an interview, and she said that was totally 100% unintentional. And when she found this out through people sending her memes, she was just laughing at them the whole night. I think this one is really funny because it really does sound the exact same. And to think that she had no clue, it's just funny. Number 12, Shannon's favorite scene that she has ever wrote is when Sophie had to leave her human parents behind and leave the Lost Cities. This was in the first book, and Shannon said that she wrote this scene over 60 times in order to get it right. She really felt like she had to do this scene justice, and I think she did. She said that it was so hard to create the perfect balance of Sophie feeling like really sad, but not sad enough so you don't want to read the book, but also like turning a new leaf and going into the Lost City. She said it was really hard, but that's also why it made it her favorite scene to write. And I agree, I think it's a great scene, but she also said that the funniest scene to write was when Keefe found Mr. Snuggles, and that's just an all-time iconic scene, so that's definitely up there too. But wait, I have a bonus fact for you guys, and it's definitely not because the video was not long enough. This is a good fact. Shannon Messenger has been leading up to the Elysian cliffhanger since she started the book series in 2008. So she first had the idea for Keefe and Sophitz in 2008, but it was published in 2012. But she's known about Elysian and has been waiting to tell us about this character since 2008. And I think this means that we are finally nearing the conclusion of the series, since I think this is the final arc. Who's Elysian? What do they want? What are they doing? Why are they here? Once that's answered, I feel like the book series is going to end, so I think we're nearing it. Shannon also did say that she has tried to incorporate Elysian into other like cliffhangers or other books before, but the series just wasn't ready for it, so she just saved it for book 9. And I just think it's crazy how much planning goes into that book that she's known about this for so long, and she just can't share it with anybody. And if you think about it, this is not the first time she's done this. We all know that Glimmer is a new character, and her parents were like on a tribunal for like rigging the matchmaking stuff. And we find out that that tribunal was the one that Sophie witnessed when she was first brought to the Lost Cities. So not only did she know about Elysian, but she just had this tiny minute detail that Sophie was going to see a tribunal, and it was going to end up being Glimmer's parents. That one blew my mind. This Elysian thing, okay, yeah. But the fact that Shannon knew that from the start, it's just crazy, and I have to give her props for that. And the last one for this video, number 13, Sophie's elephant Ella is based off of Shannon's old childhood elephant that was also named Ella. Shannon said that she has trouble sleeping without Ella, and so does Sophie. And she said that it's called like a puffalump, so I'm pretty sure you can just look it up and buy an Ella. Sure enough, if you look up puffalump elephant, there is a blue elephant wearing Hawaiian clothes. That's Ella. And you guys may have seen this video, but there's like a video of Shannon Messenger on YouTube like 12 years ago of her playing with Ella or something, and it's just so cool that she wrote this based off something it was in her life. And it's just a cool fact that it's still in the books. So I think that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below which facts you knew and didn't know. I wanna know if you guys know this extreme KotLC trivia. I barely knew half this stuff when I was researching for this video, and it's so fun to see what I can dig up. If you enjoyed the video and the facts, make sure you leave a huge like and subscribe. That was weird, but we are so close to 15,000. That's a crazy milestone. We're right around the corner, so click that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying. That's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys later.